Hello and welcome to my IELTS preparation video. Here we are going to learn how to prepare for IELTS listening exercises. So let's begin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, so what we have here is basically a form, and we have to fill this form after listening to the audio. Okay, before we go and start listening to the audio, let's take a look at the form first. Well, the form is pretty simple. This is basically a Packham's shipping agency. This is Packham's shipping agency, and this form is customer quotation. Excuse my writing, but that's why I'm saying it along with writing, so you will understand. So customer quotation form is basically without going through the form and without going through the video, we know obviously that this will be some sort of inquiry the customer would be making from this shipping agency. What is a shipping agency? Let's call it just like the Amazon services or UPS, something like that. So before we go through this, let's take a look at how many questions, and you don't have to write this in the exam and this in the exam, but what I'm about to tell you, you have to do this if you want to be vigilant in the exam. First, go through the form, the form they have given, and check out how many questions there are. I can see there are 8 questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to write these questions, and remember, you are always given some time before the audio starts to go through the questions. So I'm just telling you how to go through the questions. Don't start reading from zero till the end of the document. You don't have to do that. You just have to scan the document, quick glance, and make sure you cover these points. How many questions there are, okay, and what the questions are about. For example, they have given the example, which is country of destination, and the answer, example answer is given as Kenya. All right, fine. Second is name. First they have written Jacob, and there is a dash. So obviously we know his family name or his surname would fill out here, and obviously this would be in the inception of the conversation, right when the customer calls the agency. Thereafter, they have asked about address to be collected from. Now they have given partial address, like this is a dash and college, comma, downloads road. So now obviously we can figure this out pretty easily, that this would be the name of their college. Okay, always remember that don't just jump on the first name you hear it there, because obviously sometimes they trick you into giving you a false name first, and then the people who are talking, they correct each other that no, this is not the college, actually this is the college. So keep an eye out for that. Anyway, so the third is they are asking for postcode. So postcode would be obviously in numbers, right? So it's pretty simple. We'll go through that. Then there is a diagram of a container, and we have a pretty standard rectangular shaped container, and they have given certain sizes, certain dimensions of the box. Like they have given the length of the box as 1.5 meter, Now, what they are asking about in 4th and 5 is the width and the height. So we would be asked, we would hear about the width in the audio and the height. Now, let's just for our convenience, I'm just going to write these down. Postcode, this was width, and this is height. Don't worry about my writing, please, because you don't have to. You have to worry about yours if you are giving paper based. And if you are giving computer based, then you don't have to worry about writing. You just have to worry about your typing speed and accuracy as well. Anyway, so what is next? Okay, the next is they are asking about contents. In contents, they have given the first as clothes, and then there are two blanks. Now the 6th and 7th are blanks, and these two blanks are basically, obviously, yeah, I can figure it out that if the first one was clothes, maybe this one is shoes. I'm assuming right now. We'll know when we hear it. And this is some sort of equipment or some maybe, or whatever the contents are, documents, whatever. So I'm just guessing right now. We'll find out whatever this is. And in the last is total estimated value. So obviously how many pounds this would be. So let's start and let's hear the conversation.
You will hear a telephone conversation between a customer and an agent at a company which ships large boxes overseas.
Good morning, Packham's shipping agents. Can I help you?
Oh yes, I'm ringing to make inquiries about sending a large box, a container back home to Kenya from the UK.
Yes, of course. Would you like me to try and find some quotations for you?
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you.
Well, first of all, I need a few details from you.
Fine.
Can I take your name?
It's Jacob Mkere.
Can you spell your surname, please?
Yes, it's Mkere.
Is that M for mother?
Yes.
Thank you. And you say that you will be sending the box to Kenya?
That's right.
And where would you like the box picked up from?
From college, if possible.
Yes, of course. I'll take down the address now.
It's Westall College.
Is that Westall?
Yes, college.
Westall College. And where's that?
It's Downlands Road in Bristol.
Oh, yes, I know it. And the postcode?
It's BS8 9PU.
Right. And I need to know the size.
Yes, I've measured it carefully and it's 1.5 meters long,
Right.
0.75 meters wide,
Okay.
and it's 0.5 meters high or deep.
Great. So I'll calculate the volume in a moment and get some quotes for that. But first, can you tell me, very generally, what will be in the box?
Yes, there's mostly clothes
Okay.
and there's some books.
Okay, good. Anything else?
Yes, there's also some toys.
Okay, and what is the total value, do you think, of the contents?
Well, the main costs are the clothes and the books. They'll be about £1,500. But then the toys are about another 200. So I put down £1,700.
That's the end of the listening. All right, so I think we have given some. I think we have scored pretty well. I'm not sure about this one right now. These two, because I think I might have missed. Let's look at the answers. Let's go and look at the answers. All right, so we have answers right here. Okay, MKERE, she spelled it, it was pretty straightforward. For WESTALL, it is all right. Okay, so I think I have made an error here. It was BS89PU and I have written PS89PU, so you guys have to watch out for these very so this answer is this is straight wrong. You can't argue that okay, just one alphabet was wrong. No, it is wrong. The right one is BS89PU. All right, so the width was 0.75. I can see it is pretty fine. All right, and the first is 0.5. That is also fine. All right. Okay, in 6th and 7th, it is books and toys. The answer sheet says you can write in any manner, but I would recommend go in the order of the audio. In the audio, Mr. Jacob McGear says books first and toys later, so I recommend do that. And then there was the amount, total value. Now, as I said earlier, sometimes first they say something incorrect or only partially correct. So try to listen to the whole sentence. He first said it is for some contents it is 1500 or 1500, and the rest is 200. So that and at the end he says 1700 would be the total. So that is the correct answer. So this is how we are going to tackle listening exercises. Now always remember that when you are in a computer based exam, so obviously you will have you would be hearing all the audio, and you can type in right in the form right on your computer. So just be fast. Okay, try to get the spelling correct. Whenever there are names, the IELTS standard practice is to spell it out. So they do spell those out, and you have to just put those with the right spelling right onto the keyboard. All right, so I think this is it pretty much. See you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.